Hey guys, I've been working on a new Onomat Shark deck. This one uses Dodo Warrior, a 1-card combo that doesn't use the normal summon. It can be searched by the Onomat spells, which gives you an additional 9 1-card combos that don't use the normal summon. This is great for Sharks decks because we need more spells to trigger Big Jaws as often as possible, so it never needs to be normal summoned. It also functions as a way to bait your opponent's disruption so they don't negate your Buzzsaw or Big Jaws. The Onomat engine adds more bricks to the deck, so I decided to blow up the deck to 60 cards. All of these cards gives us 22 1-card combos, which is the consistency of 90.8%, which has a consistency that's higher than a 40-card size deck that has 14 1-card combos. We'll also add 3 talents and 3 thrust. We'll be able to trigger these on our going first turn using Galaxy Photon Dragon to search Galaxy Dragon. And when we add all of our other extenders, Jet Sharks, Abyss Sharks, we have a consistency that's going to be closer to 95%. Then we're going to add our bricks, Galaxy Tachyon Dragon, and our 2 armored Spell and Trap. We'll add our trap cards, which are bricks going second, not so bad going first. And then we're going to add, I like both Exy Splash cards and the Exy Barrier. Then we're going to add 14 non-engine, things like Maxi, Ash Blossom, Droplets. Not sure on Fawalos there. The thing about this deck is it doesn't really have a lot of graveyard effects, so we don't really benefit a lot from grass. I do like it at 60 cards just so we're not drawing many of our bricks, but I don't know about grass just yet. So for our Onomat combo, we're going to need to grab a Dodo Warrior from the deck. We happen to already have a Dodo Warrior, so we're just going to use the Onomat pickup to add Kage to our hand instead. And then activate Dodo Warrior and dump Dodo Dwarf into the graveyard. Special summon the Dwarf. The Dwarf can now special summon Kage from the hand. Using Kage and Dwarf, we can go into Gaga Girl. Gaga Girl will detach the Kage. If we didn't have the Onomata pickup, then we would be detaching Dodo Warrior, and Dodo Warrior would add one of our Zubaba or Kage to our hand. But because we did start with an Onomat spell that added Kage to our hand, we can use Gaga Girl to add the Exy Trap instead to our hand. Then we can summon Kage from the graveyard, go into our Galaxy Photon Dragon. Galaxy Photon Dragon will detach Dodo Warrior here to add Galaxy Photon Dragon. Dodo Warrior will then add Zuba to the hand. We'll chain our Tachyon Dragon. We're going to summon it to the opponent's side of the field. If we did have triple tactics, thrust, or talents, we can activate it here. We'll add the Tachyon spell. And we don't really need Zubaba since we did start with the Onomat spell, but if we didn't start with that Onomat spell, then we would be using Zubaba. We can shuffle Zubaba back into the deck if we want, or shuffle some random card that we don't need. Using that 7 Tachyon, we search that Big Jaws and activate Big Jaws. Now we can go for a Abyss Shark here. We don't necessarily need it. But let's say you do want to summon a Abyss Shark. Well, you do need to turn your monsters into water. You can do that by going into Kragan here. But I'm going to do something different. Let's say we don't have access to Kragan. Like we don't have a Buzzsaw to normal summon. So we'll just go rank up one of our rank 4 non-waters into Fortress. Detach 2 materials, add an Exy Armored Spell and Trap. And we'll rank up the other one into Full Armored Utopic Ray Lancer, discarding our Exy Trap that we added to the hand with Gaga Girl. We'll discard the Exy Revive Splash. Now all of our monsters are water, so we can special summon Abyss Shark. And we'll add Drake Shark or Jet Shark. Normal summon the Buzzsaw since we happen to have it. And then summon a Drake Shark. Here's where things get a little bit complicated because we don't have space for going into Bahamut Shark Lavirtue and then doing a combo that summons both Kragan and C32. So we'll have to choose one, either 32 or Kragan. But we do have the Revive Splash in the graveyard, so that lets us summon C32 on the opponent's turn anyway. So we're just going to go into Bahamut. Then we'll summon our Hydro Jet Shark. Hydro Jet Shark will dump the Exe Barrier. We want that counter trap. Then we'll summon the Kragan. So if this combo only started with just the Onomat spell, then we'd be doing a combo to search Tachyon, summon Big Jaws, search Abyss Shark searches Buzzsaw, and then we'd be doing this combo without that extra fish on the field. So we're gonna go Bahamut, summon Lavirtue, add Virtue Stream. And then we need to go into DKL. Dark Knight Lancer will then add that counter trap to the hand. So if we didn't have that Drake Shark to make Kragan, here we would use Lavirtue Dragon to detach a material from DKL and then add the Jet Shark that was summoned by Buzzsaw. But since we did the combo a bit differently here, we're just going to add Buzzsaw to our hand with Lavirtue Dragon. This gives us follow-up. Then we're going into Full Armored Black-Ray Lancer. That gives us protection from card destruction as long as it has that one material. So as we can see, the Onomat 1-card combo is actually better than our 2-card combos with Sharks. A standard 2-card combo like Buzzsaw plus Big Jaws would end on this combo, but with 32 and with 32 on the field without Bahamut and URL. But with just the Onomat spell, we're able to do this combo, and we can just summon 32 on the opponent's turn. And we also have an extra level 4 on the field that we can use to rank up into our number F0 Utopic Future Zexal. You would pop that monster at the end of the turn, or you can attach it to DKL as material using your Equip Unveil Mail spell. You could also leave the Galaxy Photon Dragon on the field if your opponent chose to make you go first. Maybe they're playing a deck with things like Evenly Matched Lightning Storm. So on the opponent's turn, you activate Kragan, pop a card, and then you would Virtue Stream, summon the 2 Kragan spawns, but you also want to make sure that you activate the Full Armored Exe Trap card to summon number F0 using 2 of your rank 4s. This gives you space for your 2 Kragan spawns to summon. So we're going to activate that, summon number F0. Now we have space for our 2 Kragan spawns if we do pop Kragan. On our turn, if you still have that Jet Shark lying on the field, you can activate it, send another Exe Trap card, and add it to your hand with DKL. And that's it for the combo, so let's show off some more other ways to do this combo. In this replay, I win the Maxi minigame and force the opponent to stop early. We're going to activate our Onomatopoeia, add a Kage, add Dodo Warrior. We'll activate Dodo Warrior, send Dodo Dwarf to the graveyard, special summon Dwarf. Dwarf will special summon the Kage, go into Gaga Girl. Gaga Girl will add our Exe Trap card. Kage will special summon to the field, go into Galaxy Photon Dragon, detach Dodo Warrior, add Tachyon Dragon, add the Zuba, special summon the Galaxy Tachyon, add 7 Tachyon, activate 7 Tachyon, search Big Jaws, special summon the Big Jaws. And if we want, we can go into Buzzsaw. We don't have to do the whole Bish Shark line. Go into Bahamut Shark here. Bahamut Shark, detach that Jet Shark, summon the Virtue Dragon, add Virtue Stream, go into Fortress, and add our Full Armored Exe Trap and Spell, go into DKL, detach Fortress, add Jet Shark, special summon Jet Shark, send the Counter Trap card, add the Counter Trap card to your hand. And then we can go into Kragan. Pop Tachyon Dragon. Now, if we do have a Bishark, we can special summon it here after we summon our number F0 using the Gaga Girl and Photon Dragon. So if you want to end your combo with number F0 on the field just to have that targeting and card destruction protection for your other monsters, you can do that. I was laughing so hard when I saw 20,000 damage, as if Shark needed even more damage. When you summon number F0 this way using Gaga Girl as material, Gaga Girl will give number F0 a new effect that lets it attack twice as long as it has Gaga Girl as material. The opponent activates Golden Sword Soul, which negates the attack and also destroys the attacking monster. We equipped our full armored spell, protecting it from card destruction. Now we're able to attack a second time. Alright, let's see how this deck does against disruptions. We'll do the Dodo Warrior combo. Opponent activates Cancer, turning the Dodo Warrior into level 6. We can just normal summon the Molcharmy, go into Gaga Girl, and they're going to negate this. So we can now go into Fortress and add our Armored Eggsy Spell and Trap. They activate Bestial Magna Hut. I don't know why, because that just lets me do my thrust into Grass Looks Greener. And we're going to banish the Jet Shark, add Aqua Jet, activate it, summon the Buzzsaw. Buzzsaw will summon the Jet Shark from the deck, go into Bahamut Shark, detach that Big Jaws, summon the Virtue, go into DKL, detach material, and add the Big Jaws. Big Jaws will add the Jet Shark. We'll go into Kragan here. And then Black Ray Lancer. Discard to summon URL. And then add Revive Splash. Pop the Magna Hut. So I thought maybe they were playing Tenpai, so that's why I summon the URL here. Turns out they are playing a dark deck. Malice. We activate the Kragan. They summon a Link, we pop it. They're going into Leak Decoder. Special summon backup Ignister. We're just going to pop both of them with Virtue Stream. Summon our 2 Kragan spawns. So here they go for Juice Worm. They go into the battle phase. We summon our number F0. They probably were not expecting this. In attack position. I don't know if they've done the math here, but we're going to make it easy for them. Alright, we're going second against Mermails. We do have full Wallows, so we will be able to weaken them. Activate that full Wallows. They banish our Buzzsaw until the end of the turn. We're drawing a card. They activate Prince, dump Abyss Rind, add Prince to hand. You need Procedure Abyss in the graveyard to really make use of the Prince in the hand, but they discarded the Prince, summoned Dragoons from the graveyard, tribute the Dragoons, add Episteus, add Infantry, discard the Infantry? Okay. And summon the Lancia. I definitely think they could have played better here, but at least they have Lancia on the field. We're going to see if we can take it out. We'll activate Buzzsaw, summon Kragan. They summon General Ryo. We activate our Triple Tactics talent. We'll steal the General Ryo. Activate Onomatopoeia. They activate the Atlantean Spirit. Discard the Infantry. They're going to pop General Ryo. I'll summon Kragan here. They'll activate the Lancia Dragon. Summon General Ryo. We'll activate our Kragan, pop the General Ryo, discarding the Kage. And that's fine. So we're going to do the Dodo combo. And there goes the field. Nibiru wipes the board. We'll activate Aqua Jet Surface, summoning that Hydro Jet. Dump the Eggsy Revive Splash, see if we can trigger any responses. I don't know what that back row is. Activate 7 Tachyon. Search the Big Jaws. Activate Big Jaws. Search the Abyss Shark. So now we can banish that Kage. This is one of the really good uses for Onomats. Getting Nettle into the graveyard to shuffle our extra deck monsters is not very easy because you have to hard draw it. But with Kage easily being in the graveyard, we can shuffle our Kragan back, special summon it. So they do negate our Abyss Shark. We'll just go into the battle phase here. Kragan pops that Nibiru, and then Eggsy Revive Splash into C32, and that's enough to finish the game. We're now going second against Archfiends, so we'll draw into Eggsy Revive Splash, activate 7th Ascension, search Tachyon, didn't trigger a response. Now we'll activate 7 Tachyon, it will be negated. We do have Big Jaws, so this negation doesn't matter to us. We activate the Onomato Pickup, go for Onomato Paria, activate Onomato Paria, discard the Eggsy Revive Splash, add Dota Warrior and Kage. Go for Dota Warrior, dump Dwarf, special summon the Dwarf. Dwarf will special summon the Kage. They will negate the Dwarf. So we'll go for Kage here anyway, and they're going to fusion summon our Dwarf and Dota Warrior into a Mud Dragon. So we'll activate the Big Jaws. Big Jaws will add Abyss Shark. The opponent has a trap card that can respond to an activation of a monster effect to pop a card on the field, so we're just going to go into Magna 0 and play it safe here by going into Abyss Shark, normal summon the Jet Shark. They respond to the Jet Shark, popping the Abyss Shark. Jet Shark will send the Eggsy Poseidon Splash to the graveyard. That way we can activate that Poseidon Splash, detach a material from Magna 0, summon the Big Jaws from the graveyard, and so we can go into Bahamut Shark. Bahamut Shark will detach, summon La Virtue, add the Virtue Stream, go into our Fortress, full Armored Fortress, detach both materials, add the Eggsy Armored Spell and Trap. Now we do still have our Revive Splash that we discarded earlier in the game, so we can go into C32, summon our Dark Knight Lancer, discard our full armored Eggsy Trap card to summon Utopic Ray Lancer. Sharks are feasting. Activate full armored, double damage. That's it for Onomat Sharks. Let me know what you think. If you know any other strategies that might help improve this deck, let me know in the comments.